scaling your Amazon PPC with my 80-20 strategy. Now, Amazon PPC can be as difficult or as simple as you want to make it. And what I commonly see when I work with clients is that you've been implementing way too many different strategies and you're now confused as to what to do next. Your ACOS is sky high, but you're not even sure what your ACOS should be. And then you don't know when you should pause keywords or just change the bid, and you don't know how to expand your campaigns to scale them. And if any of this sounds like you, you are completely normal. The simple strategy that I'm going to teach you today will help you make more sales, increase your organic rank on Amazon, while also decreasing your ad spend inside of Amazon PPC. I can guarantee you that this is a step that your competition is not doing. And so what is it? It's simply mining and isolating the 20% of search terms that are producing 80% of your results. You've probably heard of Pareto's principle. So Pareto's principle just states simply that 20% of your input creates 80% of your results. So 20% of your workers produce 80% of your results, 20% of your customers create 80% of your revenue, 20% of the bugs cause 80% of the crashes, 20% of the features cause 80% of the usage. And in Amazon world, 20% of your products are producing 80% of your revenue, and 20% of your customer search terms are driving 80% of your sales on Amazon PPC. All we're gonna do is find and isolate and then scale those customer search terms. So what do you do with the search terms that are driving 80% of your sales? You're gonna hear me say this over and over again. I want you to put each search term into its own separate campaign. Single keyword ad campaigns. Worth repeating. One search term per Amazon PPC campaign, not ad group. And if you have a limited budget, what you want to do is make sure that you're only starting with exact match campaigns for this. And if your budget allows, then you make a broadened auto campaign and upload your negative phrase list. The reason we do this is because you can then customize every single part of the campaign for that specific product. You can customize the budget, the bidding strategy, the adjust bids by placement. You can adjust all that based on this one search term in this product. So this is a brief rundown of what I'm going to run through today. I'm going to show you how to mine your search term report. So we're going to download the search term report, upload it to a Google Sheet. We're going to organize and consolidate it. We're going to delete all the keywords that don't really matter. We're going to separate out each product into its own tab. Then we're going to find the 20% of search terms that are driving 80% of your results. We're going to then upload those into an exact match campaign and watch our sales, rankings, and profits soar. So let me jump into my screen and I'll show you how to do that. So here we are inside my campaign manager. And what we're going to do is come up here and we're going to go to reports. Once in reports, we're going to pull our sponsored product search term report. So we're going to come up here to create report, sponsored products, search term, summary. I like to go back 60 days and leave a little bit of attribution. What that means is I'll show you here. We're going to go from November 14th through January 14th. And so we're going to leave just a couple days here because of today's date. And we're going to hit save. You can name it if you want and send it to an email if you want, but then you're going to click run report. Once it's ready to download, you just download it. You'll see it pop in right there. So now I'm going to go back to my Google Sheet. We're going to go to File, Import, Upload, and pull that sheet in. The first thing I like to do is just organize this report. So I'm just going to delete columns that I don't need. So I don't need start and end date or currency. It depends. You can keep your campaign name. I keep everything in portfolios. That's how I stay organized. So I'm just going to delete all of these. Then we don't need any of this because we just need customer search term. And then I like to rename these. So impressions, clicks, CTR, CPC, spend, sales, ACOS, just to make it a little smaller. And then we'll keep orders as well. And then we'll delete the rest. Okay, now what we're gonna do is organize it by orders. So I'm gonna highlight everything by clicking this button, go to data, sort range, data has headers, go to orders, and Z to A. It's going to put my top orders on top. And then what I'm going to do is just go down here and get rid of all the ones that are less than 3 orders. So next we're going to calculate what your maximum cost per click can be. So we're going to create 3 new columns: clicks to orders, maximum CPA, and maximum CPC. Maximum cost per click, maximum cost per acquisition. This is just essentially your profit margin. So clicks per order is just a simple formula. It's going to be clicks right here divided by orders. And then we'll autofill that. And I do like to take this one out just a little bit. The next one is your max CPA, which we'll calculate in just a little bit, but let's do your max CPC. Your max CPC is just simply your max CPA divided by your clicks per order. So we're going to take this, we're going to do max CPA divided by clicks per order. So obviously that will be nothing right now. So next we're going to get rid of the ASINs. We'll deal with the ASINs at a little later, but not right now. So I'm going to sort range again by customer search term, and you'll see all the ASINs come up in the Bs. So we're going to grab all those. I am going to put those in a separate sheet. Come back to that search term. Now we're going to create a filter to look at the product, a specific product. So what I'm going to do first is highlight everything, go to data, create filter, and then we're going to filter by portfolio name. So I'm going to show you my tea tree oil eyelid wipes today. Okay, now we've got the search terms for the Mediviz Tea Tree Oil Eyelid Wipes separated out into its own category, and you can see that most of our orders come from these top words right here, and you can see a couple of repeats, eyelid wipes right here and right there, so you can figure that's going to be one of the 80/20s. Then you can see actually one of our own search terms creates a lot of sales, so people are actually searching for our brand name right here. But let's just look at all of these, and you can do this for all of these as long as they're profitable. Or you can just focus on the top ones. And so what I want to make sure is that I have an exact match campaign for my top 5 to 10 search terms. I want to make sure I have that exact campaign. So let's next calculate what you should be bidding on these search terms. And so that's where this max CPA comes in, and then that will calculate your max CPC. So what I'm going to do is go over to Amazon and pull up my product. $19.97 is our cost. I use Helium 10's extension, but this is just your profit. And so Helium 10's extension just makes it easy because they calculate Amazon's fees. So I'm just going to put in our cost per goods, and that's going to pull up our net profit margin, so $9.16. And so what I'm going to do is, so this is essentially just your selling price minus your product cost minus your fees. So $9.16. We're going to come back over here. I'm going to put in $9.16 right there. It's actually going to be a dollar sign. $9.16. Then we're going to drag that down all the way to the bottom. And then this is also going to be a dollar sign. And then that's your maximum cost per click. And so with Mediviz Tea Tree Eyelid Wipes, since the ACOS is so good, we have such a, every 1.26 clicks we get an order. And so we can bid $9.16, or excuse me, $7.27, because every $1.26 we get a sale, which will be break even for us. Now, for a non-branded keyword, eyelid wipes, you can see that we're 36% ACOS, makes a ton of sales for us. 45 orders, every 3 clicks, 2.93 clicks, we get an order. So we're going to do $3.12 for that cost per click. Now you can see that it varies depending on where we're at. And so you just kind of, I like to go with the highest because it's just converting so well and driving so much traffic. And you most likely will break even on that search term, but it's going to boost your ranking in the organic. So let's check that out. So Amazon.com, eyelid wipes. Let's see where we are in organic rank. So you can see there's our headline search ad. There's our 2 sponsored product ads. And then here's organic rank 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and we're 6th. And we're fighting some pretty big brands here. These brands have been around since the 90s, and so they've been around for a while. So it's going to be hard to unseat them, especially with that amount of reviews that they have. And you can see that we have about 644. But focusing on the 20% of search terms that produce 80% of your results. And so again, looking at all of these, we have 66, so that's about 13 search terms. So that will be right around here. So we'll want to make sure that we have an exact match single keyword campaign for these search terms, and then we can go out and explore more broad once we have the budget to do so. And so after you've kind of got all these running, then you can start to explore the next series. So you can see that some of these are repeats. So it's probably more around here. And these are the ones that I want to make sure that I have an exact match single keyword ad campaign running for, so we can really scale our campaigns. All right, again, to reiterate, how to structure your Amazon PPC campaigns for success. A single keyword ad campaign. Start out with an exact match to start. These are your scale campaigns. If the budget allows it, then you can branch off into broad and auto for those same search terms. Upload a negative phrase list ASAP to those campaigns. Your broad and auto campaigns, and if you want to do phrase, you can too. Those are all discovery campaigns. They're discovering new search terms that you can then put into the scale campaigns, the exact match campaigns to then scale. We like to do a bid down only strategy, and then we usually like to adjust the top of search bid adjustment by about 20%. And then of course use the calculated cost per click that we just did in that sheet. So what are your action items for this? Create exact match campaigns with the 80-20 search terms. If the budget allows, create broad and auto match campaigns with those same 80-20 search terms, and then upload your negative phrase lists to the broad and auto.